Welcome to Sales Parables. Just like Uncle Tony used to say, it helps you get your mind right. This is called the law of the garbage truck. How often do you let other people's bad attitude affect your mood? Do you let a bad driver, rude waiter, ungrateful boss, or an insensitive employee ruin your day? Unless you're in total control of your emotional state, you have been affected by these people. However, the mark of a successful person is not immunity to these scenarios, but the ability to quickly get your focus back on what's important. Years ago, I learned this lesson in the back of a taxi. We were driving in the right lane when a black car abruptly left its parking spot and cut us off. The taxi driver slammed on his brakes, skidded, and missed crashing into the rear end of the car by just inches. The driver of the other car, who almost caused a major accident, whipped his head around and started yelling at us. My taxi driver just smiled, nodded, and was genuinely friendly in his response. I said, "Why did you just do that? That guy almost ruined your car and could have sent us both to the hospital." He replied, "Many people are like garbage trucks. They go around full of garbage, full of anger, full of frustration, full of disappointment. As their garbage piles up, they need a place to dump it. And if you let them, they will dump it on you. When someone wants to dump their garbage on you, don't take it personally. You just smile, wave, wish them well, and move on. You'll be happy you did." So this was it. The law of the garbage truck. I started thinking, how often do I let the garbage trucks run right over me? And how often am I taking their garbage and then spreading it around to other people in my life? It was that day I said, I'm not going to do it anymore. I began to see the garbage trucks everywhere, just like that kid in The Sixth Sense. I saw the loads of garbage they were carrying, and I saw them coming to drop it all off. Just like my taxi driver. That day, I don't take it personally anymore. I just smile, wave, wish them well, and move on. The bottom line is that successful people do not let the garbage trucks they encounter take over their day. What about you? How would your life improve if, starting today, you just let the garbage trucks pass you by? You'll be happier. Life's too short to wake up with regrets, anger, and frustration. Or to take on other people's regrets, anger, and frustration and spread their garbage around. Love the people who treat you right and pray for the ones who don't. Believe everything happens for a reason, and you'll see the garbage trucks as an opportunity to improve yourself. I've trained multiple people. I've trained hundreds of people over the last decade of being in sales and marketing and working with different businesses, selling multiple products and services. And I have multiple success stories. I took a 22-year-old who was in the business under a different manager for about 6 or 7 months that wasn't really doing anything. Now he's the manager of half the state where we're at right now. And he is the #1 manager of the entire region, right? And he's only 24 now. So he worked with me for about 2 years. I took another kid who was 18, dropped out of high school to play hockey. Now he just told me yesterday that he's going to earn $35,000 in commission this month when the check drops. I'm gonna get a picture of the W-2, cross out all of his information, and post that in one of my future videos. I have another great kid. He never did sales before. What he did was he was driving Uber Eats, and he came and started working for me. He started making 6 figures, right? Oh, and he came out of the gates hot. And all of these success stories, I have more, but all of these success stories, it all boils down to I taught them the same thing. I taught each one of them the exact same thing, robotically. And that's what this sales course down below, check out the link, that's what I taught them. That's it. It's the same thing I was taught. I just put it all together into a system where you can just follow it step by step, the same thing I've been doing, and showing other people how to go from
never doing sales before, just like somebody showed me when I started in sales and marketing, I'd never done sales before. So I could be charging a lot more for this system because it works. And if you're a up and coming salesperson, you want to make more money than you're making right now, invest in yourself. If you're a sales manager and you want to run one of the best teams, that 22-year-old kid that's 24 now, that's running the #1 team, he just uses the system that I taught him. That's it. He doesn't reinvent the wheel. It's not the system that corporate taught him. I can tell you that right now, because corporate doesn't have a very good system. And I was at that company for 7-8 years, and they had a different system every single year because they had different leadership every single year. So a lot of these companies you work for, they don't really have the best training all the time. Some of these managers, they might be great people that you're working for, but they don't have the best training. They don't have the best blueprint. They don't have the best system. All right. So, and the beauty of my system is that it's simplistic. It's not all this super long, gigantic book of extra technical terms. It's all these things that make you feel like stupid. And how am I going to memorize all this gigantic book of all these crazy like philosophies and terms? It's simplistic. It's a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here on the channel, but I got it down into a system where you can just follow it exactly like it's been trained, and I've trained it for the last decade with great success. So check it out. The sales course is below.